We got two things to talk about here. I have a picture of every day from the last few days. They've been updating the score that you need to get the Tormented Hero title, which is like huge prestige, 0.1% of the Mythic Plus player base getting this title. They've been updating the score exactly what you need. That's one thing. The second thing is math, and not my strong suit. Maybe somebody could explain this to me because I don't really understand how this is going. But we have Blizzard weighing in on this now. For some reason, they did not update it yesterday, which I don't know. There was a post. It seemed like they were updating it every day. But yeah, they did not update it yesterday. Today is now the 21st. So there'll probably be one final update today at some point. But we also have Raider IO's thing here. Okay, so as you can see, the numbers are different. Now, this has been updated 16 minutes ago, it says. So, yeah, I mean, I assume they're working together on this, or at least they have the info they need. You know, back in the old days, a lot of these fan sites would kind of like, they'd have to speculate, but they're probably just told exactly what they need to have on here so people aren't misled. But the question I have is just, I don't really understand how this works. You know, the two mathematical issues I have, it's like, can someone explain to me what, because like, first of all, is 684 characters 0.1% of that number? I mean, is it? I have no idea, honestly. So, but yeah, it's the whole thing. It's like, is this every single player? Is it actually calculating every single player, even people who've only done a single two? Is that actually weighing the pool? And is that a good or a bad thing? I don't actually understand like the whole 0.1% part. Like if the pool was, if there was like 10 million people playing again and there was like multiple millions of people on each region doing keys, would that actually help? Would like a player like me be closer to getting that number, or would that actually hurt? Would I be farther from that number? Because obviously the top people in the world, there's like a percentage of people that are just miles above everyone else basically, and it's not like some gradual ladder. You know, you have like big jumps in where people are, and at that level it's really pronounced. So that's why I wanted to make this, was because could you imagine like if you were like 20 on Horde, like 2840, and then it just keeps going up every day and you can't get that one last key? I mean, even to get like 5 points, that's one more level, right? I mean, especially if you you know, if you have it on Fortified and it's Tyrannical week, then you need a whole nother level higher than whatever you have, right? Because yeah, you'll probably only get like 5 points from upgrading the, like you have like a 25 on Tyrannical, but you need a 25 on Fortified still, you know, something like that. It could be difficult, and I think it's really interesting. So let's take a look at the last few days. So this probably would have been like last week, last Monday, I think. 2839. We'll just do Horde first. 2839. Then Tuesday 2839. Then Wednesday 2841. Then Thursday 2841. Then Friday 2842. So one more point. And then for some reason it hasn't been updated since the 19th, which is 2 days ago. So we're still at 2843. But Raider IO does say 2845. So that means it went up about 6 points, 6.5 points since they started doing this. And so I don't know if that's encouraging to people, but Alliance, it's much different. 2766, 66, 67 here. On Wednesday, 2767, 2767, 2767, and 2767. So it hasn't changed at all, according to Blizzard, but then you have Raider IO say it's actually 2770 now. So within 2 days, it went up 3 points when it didn't change at all for 4 days. And if that's true, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Raider IO is involved here or what, like if they actually know for sure. But one way or the other, it basically only went up 4 points in a week, which is much, yeah, it's lower than Horde technically. So I just don't really know. Is anybody on the cusp of this? I'd love to hear your story, first of all. But yeah, if anybody actually like understands math, could you explain to me like if there was like, first of all, do you have any inkling on how many players? You know, obviously, like you probably do some kind of calculator to figure this out, but like how many players we're talking about when 684 people are the top 0.1% of something, and then 410 on Alliance? Because I don't get that whole thing. That's the thing that's what initially confused me. This is a number that is 50% lower, right? This is why I'm making this video. Is this number is, oh, can you actually not see it? Yeah. This number is 50% lower than this number, right? But this number is only, yeah, it's not even close to 50% lower, right? Like what's that, like 70% lower or something, or 30% lower? It's not even close, right? This is half, more than half of that actually, less than half of that. It's about half of that, and this is not. So this is why I was just trying to understand that, trying to figure out like where it would be if both sides were equal in progression. First of all, which side would be easier based on just size of player pool. So anyway, that's making my head spin. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Also, especially if you're anyone on the cusp of this, tell me what that last week was like for you. Were you super interested in it? Were you worried about it? You're just trying to coast through it? I bet a lot of people were pretty stressed out if they were really right on the cusp there. So